9/11, terrorists attacked America.
We lost innocent lives in a matter of hours. We lost the Twin Towers. We had an attack on the Pentagon where lives were lost there. And we also had an attempted attack on our president.
America's bravest crossed the ocean and tracked down the enemy to keep Americans safe. Moms, dads, even teenagers joined the military, risking their lives to fight for the people of the United States of America. This is the War on Terror, and these are the stories of America's heroes, the best of America, inspiring the future of America.
You're about to see a way of telling history that is completely different. I'm Staff Sergeant Shiloh Harris, and I'm retired from the United States Army.
And I'm Meredith Eiler, Chairman Emeritus of the charity helpingahero.org. You are about to see the best of America, the men and women willing to risk their lives to protect you.
Middle school and high school students are asking the questions, wanting to hear firsthand about fighting for freedom. Fellow soldiers nicknamed her Sue Lynn Andrade, after the racing legend because of the way she drove a Humvee.
Corporal Sue Downs was a young mom when she witnessed 9/11. She joined the military so her children would someday be safe.
Hi, I'm 10-year-old Harper Mixon, and I'm with Corporal Sue Downs. She's retired from the United States Army, and she's with her son, Austin. Thank you both for your service and your sacrifice for our nation. Corporal Downs, can you tell me about your legs?
My son, when he was first saw me that way, he is so proud of my legs. He would come in and say, "Come look at my mama's legs. They're robots. She has robot legs." I went to his kindergarten class, and he was just so proud and excited.
This is the anniversary of 9/11. What do you remember about the day our nation was attacked?
Austin was only 10 months old. He had woken up, wanted a bottle. And then my cousin calls me on the phone. He's like, "Are you watching what's on the news?" I was like, "I am." I was like, what's going on? You know, is this all real? He's like, "It's real." I was like, "We're going to war." He's like, "We are." So after that conversation, I got off the phone. I started praying. I went to his room where he was still asleep. And I sat there and I prayed with him for safety.
When you joined the Army, you knew our nation was at war. So why did you make that decision?
I thought about my kids' future. It was hard. I left my kids December the 28th of 2004. Basic training was 5 months. Didn't get to see them at all for 5 months. Broke my heart every night, but I kept praying every night in my bunk. I'm doing this for my children. I didn't want my kids to suffer. I didn't want any other children to suffer in America and have to carry on this war later. I know I'm going to be doing my part to help save America.
Definitely did.
Thank you.
That day you were the gunner. What does that mean?
The gunner is responsible for security, you know, making sure the perimeters are safe as we're driving along. Before I deployed, they were picking out who had the highest scores at the shooting range. And they giggled. They're like, "Downs, you know, you have like perfect marksmanship." I outbeat everybody on the gun. So to do that, I got the 50 cal. So that's why I was chosen to be a gunner. I beat all the guys, so girl power. We were so high up in the mountains. I think it was like 10,000 feet above. So I remember it was getting really cold. I decided to pull my neck gaiter up over my face. It came out of nowhere. We had actually ran over 5 landmines that were buried under the road. They had rocket-propelled grenades laced with other shrapnel, whatever they could do. They wanted to do some damage. The truck jerked. I remember being shot in the hip, so I was standing up in the turret. And then it went blank. Everything was dark. I was blown out of the truck. The turret shield was so heavy that it landed on both of my legs. And that's what crushed my legs. My 2 guys in the truck, Corporal Roberson, he was the driver that day. He bled out in 3 minutes. Sergeant Shank, his seat actually, when the truck blew up, it actually covered me and shielded me from all the burns that they received. So I had no burns. And in a way, I look back at that moment and think he was still protecting me. They told me they couldn't get medevac to come in because of a blizzard, so they cut off medevac. I laid there for 6 hours, bleeding out. My doc, my medic, we called him Doc. He told me, he's like, you had so much fighting spirit, there was no way I could keep you down. So they got me to a French needle hospital first to stabilize me more because I wasn't breathing. Hand pumped air into me for 45 minutes until the machine got back up. So he stabilized me again, took me to Bagram Air Force Base. They made sure I was going to make it before they sent me on to Landstuhl Hospital in Germany. Once there, they lost me again. I flatlined 3 times. They had to make sure I was able enough to make the flight back to the States. And then I got to talk to my mom while I was there. I was still confused, so confused, you know. And I was like, Mom, I actually called her Mommy. I said, Mommy, can you just come and get me? Then I remember her crying. She said, no, so I can't come and get you right now, but you're on your way home. They set me back on another flight back to the States. So I got to the hospital. My mom, bless her heart, she thought she was doing something right. She brought Austin in the room. Austin didn't recognize me because I was so just beat up, you know, bruises. That's when I went into the coma for a month straight. And when they woke me up, he was right there in my bed beside me watching TV. And my daughter was on the other side of the bed holding my hand. Whenever I started walking, he would get up beside me and try to walk with me. Do you remember any of that?
Yeah, I do. Those are the funnest moments.
I know, those are precious.
No.
Always gotta find the good and the bad.
And I homeschooled him while I was in therapy
Oh, wow.
because I didn't want him going back home and away from me.
If you had the decision to join the military again and you knew you were going to lose your legs, would you still do it?
Absolutely, because I prayed every time. When I found out I was going to be deployed, I prayed every night. I asked God, I'm the one that has to get hurt. It's okay. Just let me live long enough to watch my children grow. I'll be okay getting hurt. So yeah, I would join again.
Growing up, I was always fascinated with superheroes, films, comics, all of the above. And just growing up, looking at my mom and understanding the extent that she's went through, the sacrifices that she has, you know, made and everything, it's kind of proven to me that she's really my hero. I mean, there's no fictional Captain America, Iron Man. I got my mom.
We watch a lot of Marvel movies. Lots of Marvel movies.
Yeah, but none of them topped her story. And I truly believe that.
Thank you.
What does the United States mean to you?
I believe the United States, the people of the United States need to pull together more and not apart. A lot of men have died, sacrificed for our freedoms. Women, my guys, greatest soldiers you'll ever meet. Sergeant Shank, he had 2 daughters. And I know they have missed their daddy all these years. Jeffrey Roberson, he was a corporal. He's just a young kid. He's my son's age. And you know, these kids are giving their lives for our country.
After almost losing your life and losing 2 of your close friends, what life lesson would you give to young girls like me?
That things will get better, especially if you lose someone. It never happens overnight, but things will always get better. Losing my legs didn't define who I was. I went through a lot of years thinking that.
How can I be as strong as you? What's your best advice?
Never give up. No matter how much the challenge is, no matter how hard it is, you keep going. The purpose, why I was brought back to life, why I'm able to live this life, is to make sure, you know, I keep inspiring. And I want to inspire all the little girls out there.
Thank you, America, for watching our heroes' stories.
We need you, America, to go to helpingahero.org and nominate a severely injured service member or veteran that is in need of an adaptive home.
Helpingahero.org builds homes for our most severely wounded warriors. And today, Helping a Hero has joined Johnny Morris from Bass Pro Shops in the 100 Homes Challenge. And we invite you, America, to nominate a hero. Nominate a wounded warrior in need of adaptive housing who was injured in the post-9/11 global war on terror. We're counting on you.
We need you, America, to go to helpingahero.org
And nominate a hero today.